All right, what up, what up, what up? And welcome to another edition of the Crewcast with the Allbearcrew. Um, we'll probably be just as all over the place with this one as we were the first time, but that's all right. We have a lot of adventures that we want to talk about, and we haven't really just talked as a group, so it'll be a little bit of time before we get like an order or organization or anything, but
If ever.
I think this is more
Well,
fun.
on that, should we start with introductions though?
I mean, ending with
Maybe.
something fun.
All right,
I
never mind.
wait, we're supposed to roll. I'm so sorry. I was
Oh,
not
yeah.
prepared. I knew we were gonna start,
I
and
have
I
my
I
stuff here.
and I was
I was
just
still getting to the
Were we
rolling
all
and the
supposed to?
introducing.
Me and Michelle said no. We need organization. You're wrong.
I
Hijacking
think
it from the
John already
DM.
rolled, but yeah, go ahead
Uh-huh.
and
this does
That's our
glow
whole
under
table.
black light, by the way.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
I'm gonna roll this, and if anybody else wants to do their own rolling, feel
I'll
free.
roll.
I don't have dice with me.
we can only have one number for the weekly roll, guys.
I got a 1. Let's not go with mine.
Okay, so that didn't happen, and we got a 17.
What?
My favorite number.
I'm
So-
writing the
Then
numbers
it was
down.
meant to be.
This is gonna be a great episode. Everybody, stay tuned. It's a 17 today.
I feel like that's a lot of pressure to start our.
Yeah, maybe we should actually go with the 1.
We had a 9 last time, so a 17 or a 6 or a 1 this time, I suppose.
She said something about all over the place at one point, maybe.
But yeah, so if you guys want to, we can go ahead and introduce ourselves. The DM, Stone DM Eddie, whatever. Next.
I'm Roxy.
You have to popcorn it to somebody.
I'm like
Sorry.
under you on my screen, so I'll just go. But I'm
Go
Roxy. I play Aurelia.
That's how we show up in the world.
Oh, okay.
On like all the video stuff, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys do the grid view or like the big talker view?
I have 3 and 3.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So Lauren's next to
And
me
we're the
on
same
mine.
way every time.
I'm
What?
top middle this time.
You always are.
Could be. That's your order.
I'm sure this is
Alphabetically.
very interesting.
I'm always right below you.
I love how far off track we are.
Anyway, Lauren's next to me
Aurelia?
if she wants to go.
Go ahead, Aurelia.
It's so helpful to know.
I'm Roxy. I'm Aurelia.
I'm Lauren at Maggie.
I
John.
don't know if
Michelle.
it is.
John, it's you.
Oh shit. John. Play Charlie.
That was not the order. Okay.
Oh fuck.
It's not.
Corner.
Wait, did I do the name first? The fake name? I wasn't paying attention.
Everyone that
Hardly.
points is in the wrong direction.
Well, no, I only pointed up because like we went down, over, up, over.
This is
I
really
was
funny.
going
Well,
this way.
now we're going clockwise.
So you're
I'm
next.
I'm Eric. I play Lothian.
Michelle, and I'm currently playing Boobo.
And we're a great team.
We're
We did
obviously
it,
great at
guys.
We work well together, obviously.
Super proud of us.
But we had some interesting stuff happen in the last one where you guys were afraid of the Dragon's Breath Cave. You thought it may have been alive.
Sorry, it's hard to focus with the distraction.
I think you should walk us through it, new creature. The booboiest boobo you have seen yet.
Yes.
Oh, hi. I'm just here to listen to the story.
You are the story, though.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, I
no,
can't look at anything else at the moment, so kind
I
of.
know.
I'm sorry. I must have overslept or something, which is totally normal human thing to do. 'Cause that's why I'm a humanoid. I do have arms.
I do still think it's weird, like the
I keep
limbs
forgetting
being-
about the
Yes,
arms
the
and the
arms
wings
being separate.
being separate.
No, I'll never forget about that again. Like every time I picture Bubo, it kind of gives me a little bit of a because I just like picture the owl, and then these arms just kind of show up in the vision, a little delayed and a little creepy.
Like a disability. Like
Kind of like noodle arms that like look like they don't have any bones or muscle
Right,
to them at
exactly.
all, and they just kind of.
She's pretty good with a
I-
quarterstaff. Oh, that's two-handed.
I
and
think
she's
they're
using it.
pretty normal.
Well, that's creepier.
arms, and the wings are just out of the back. You know, like
That's how I view it, too.
angel-esque.
Yes.
No,
They're
my
not-
vision is set.
It's not an owl with arms.
Yeah, like coming out like this. No, I'm
Okay, but I knew
Like the
one, and then I
alien
learned the
queen.
other. So now I can't picture anything else because the arms had to work into my existing vision.
What kind of feet does Bubo have?
Oh yeah, we took feats this time.
Well, she's picked multiple with her levels up.
No, I meant
like
on
actual
the body.
feet.
Chicken feet.
Yeah, do you have
I'll
chicken
leave
feet,
now.
or are you a full-footed person?
Feet, well, I do have shoes on because that's very practical. Normal.
Excuse you. Do you think you wear shoes?
Well,
You just like
yeah,
expect
but
that other people wear shoes?
Well,
Okay.
Who
It's good
wears
for your
shoes
feet.
and who doesn't then?
it's not good for your feet.
feet. So I do wear shoes, but underneath I do have feet similar to my fellow close relatives of owls. So they're little talons, but I keep the claws pretty in shape. So when I do that primal savagery, like it just like grows out kind of like little Wolverine hands. So
I love it.
pretty noble.
So your talent,
Mm.
wonderful.
I love
they're
it.
Lafayette, do you want to in depth explain the visuals of your character? Let's give us a good once over.
I don't think I need to bore anybody. Lafayette's
You
pretty
have
boring.
scars now. You're not boring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do have a couple of scars over my face on the right side now, which is
Yes.
a little bit of character now.
Hot,
No longer a pretty boy.
Oh, speaking of which,
hotter.
there were 1 or 2 natural 20s scored against the princess.
What?
If she wants to be damage rolling.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to like lose a limb. I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah. You can always pick like a pinky or something,
Well, you don't get to pick, right?
He got to pick his hand or his arm.
Yeah, that's a shitty decision.
Well, what kind of hit did you get a
But you
20
lose
on?
the whole arm.
Yeah, well, who's gonna
That's
pick the arm?
that's losing extra to the hand.
Well, I mean, it could be cool, like if you're a barbarian.
No, the
you can,
hand's
like,
still
one
there.
arm swing your giant weapon and still have the strength
No,
to
no, no.
accommodate losing a whole arm.
Yeah, but I still would have picked hand, and I still would have one arm swung, but I would have at least had something here.
Okay, but if it happened twice and you were already missing a hand, now it has to be your arm.
But at least you didn't lop your
What would it
arm
have been
off
otherwise?
first.
My shoulder? Like, yeah, you gotta do a little at a time.
You
It would
can't
be your
like.
other
Like strip poker where
hand.
you wear layers.
Yeah, so exactly, like strip
It would be
poker.
your other. You have 4 rolls for both your arm limbs.
I'm ready for hook hand, Charlie.
Me too.
That'd be fucked up.
What about
I
hook
kind of
hand,
like current
princess?
Charlie though.
No.
It
How
could
will,
be
how will we
gold.
dance?
Could be gold.
He'll
So-
hold her nub.
She'll have to rule the kingdom with that iron hook.
Oh,
That's realistic.
it's not really.
Yarr.
It's
Get a
not
hook of
gold.
iron.
Is this realistic?
The hook can be made of iron.
Hey,
Could be a
Lafayette,
chainsaw,
come here.
I mean, you could be lucky like Lafayette and only roll
Oh.
a scar.
I could be, or I could like lose my head. I'm sure. Like, I lost a
Is it
No.
just me, or
Just-
is Michelle ascending right now?
Yeah.
I think so.
It happened at the end of the last video too.
We started like an hour later, so this is just Michelle now.
It is.
I like to call the current Charlie bitch slap Charlie though, because the way he has it attached with the gauze, I imagine if he goes to hit somebody, it just has like that energy to it.
Mm-hmm.
Web slap.
He could also challenge someone to a duel with his hand.
Yeah. It was gonna be my tail, but yeah, now I got that flappy ass hand. So
I love that. I like both of those options.
Poor Michelle, she's gone.
She's
Her,
ascended.
Speaking
What do you mean,
of
poor
outline
Michelle?
is still
and
there.
if we're going over looks and stuff, like how many horns or whatever does Charlie have on his head? Like what kind of dragon are we looking at? Like you showed us like the picture and you said that was pretty equivalent, but like is it?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm having a hard time following this conversation for reasons.
That's interesting.
I don't know. Fucking yeah, horns, man. Shit.
No.
This is a great moment of my life right now.
Working on it. All right, let's try it again. What is it? Let's try
The
it
only thing
again.
we know about Charlie is that he's got a massive dick. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
well, yeah. That's all.
That's all you gotta know.
Canonically speaking.
I have rolled intimidation with my junk
Yeah, several. I more than once. to be
successfully.
fair.
Yeah.
I just love like how promiscuous he is. He's just like, partaking in like orgies and shit. Like, yeah, whatever. He's just walking around like, yeah, everybody does this. This is normal.
This is normal, yeah.
Well, the problem
So
is that it doesn't even come across promiscuous because it's so casual. It's like these are things
Right.
you would consider to be, but for Charlie, it's like not at all.
yeah, he went out to eat with somebody. Like, it's like, oh, okay, so what? Okay.
Yeah, Lafian learned that during an early episode when they were, just bathing in the river.
Yeah.
As I heard.
Well, beyond that, I want to say everybody else just kind of assumed it for me. It's like, hey, you're naked, right? Yeah, sure. Like, I know everybody's looking all the time.
Yeah, he never said that he put his pants back on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
He
say it,
distinctly said that he hasn't put his pants back on. a
but you
couple
guys
of times.
remembered that. That was important.
It's a nice callback.
No, I was just curious, like, because there's like quilled dragonborn or like, bald-headed dragon, like your
Yeah,
horns.
I kind of like the like dual horn, but like the small ones. I'm not like
Yeah,
going
yeah.
like massive horns. Yeah, they're pretty just like kind of like the slick back style.
Nice.
Little scaly,
That's-
like
It's
nothing,
honestly
nothing
what
crazy.
I've seen. So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's simple. That's like the best word to describe him. He's just
He's a monk.
yeah, he's a monk.
and then Aggie
Oh, for us-
is a 7'5" tree.
I always forget how
Essentially.
big Aggie actually is. I feel
I do
like she's
too.
my height almost, and Charlie's the biggest, and then it's like Aggie's.
Well, I
huge.
forget how small Bubo is.
Me too.
I know.
Like
Because it's
I'm
absurd.
7.5 feet. You're like up to my knee, if that.
It's really like a Rocket, Groot situation.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like that's we are kind of like misfits like that. We're like
Honestly, the group vibe though, like hello tree lady.
yeah.
You guys are the guardians of Mirage.
Yes. It's very
Oh, I
fitting.
like that. Guardian Mirage.
I just like my picture of Aggie's form when she rages, because like Aggie, I have all these like leaves and my like branches and twigs, and like I imagine like eagle feathers kind of come in with the leaves a little bit, and then I get an eagle beak and eagle eyes, and then I grow like giant deer antlers, and I just get kind of like bulkier.
I feel like
That's so-
my
And now I have a new dress to do it
image
in.
just
So
changed because I didn't realize the eagle
can't wait.
stuff.
yeah, so the eagle, that was the first like trait thing I picked. So I get like the eagle beak and then like yellow eagle eyes and like just some feathers intermersed with my leaves.
Because of
That's
the
so
animal
pretty.
form.
Mm-hmm.
And then giant deer antlers, like the really pretty ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Like half what sold me on doing deer, because I'm now really fast.
nice
Have you used
flavoring
those?
up of the beast totem.
Have you used those as like a weapon yet? I don't remember. Can you?
I have not. They're purely decorational and they help with my speed.
Ooh,
I'm sure you can.
You know,
flavor it,
aerodynamic.
yes.
I could. That, but like up and big.
though.
Yeah. So do you just have a whole plethora of costumes?
Yes.
I love that for you.
You say that.
I'm carrot topping it a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I do have a box behind me.
Oh, and then I had a question for Aurelia. You know how you have gold armor?
Uh-huh.
Is it like gold or is it like gold plated?
So I technically don't have plate armor on. I imagine it being more armor like, but I think I have chainmail.
But
I
is it
don't
gold?
remember. It's all gold. It's all very
So is it
gold.
made of gold though?
Yes.
Like pure gold?
Yes.
Interesting.
I was like imagining not chainmail, just like straight, almost kind of like steel looking, but it's just actual gold. It's just like
But I don't
pure.
have plate mail because I don't think I can use heavy armor. But I know.
If it
I
was
also
chainmail, I imagine
that.
it would be like partially chainmail, and it would have like a white, like you know how like your
Oh,
place
yeah.
is like
But
gold and marble, like it would have like white chainmail on the
Yeah.
side or something.
there's different levels of medium armor that would be also like a solid looking piece too.
I'm
Okay.
assuming there is, and we can just go with it. You know, like.
But
I
also
don't think
like
it matters.
it
that
has to be
much.
like a special gold because real gold is too malleable to actually be
Right.
a defensive object.
Well, you know how in like video games where you can like add like the helmet but hide it so like you don't see it? I imagine that's kind of what we're doing here, but it's like it has these properties, but it looks like this to fit
Oh, I love
what
that
you're
idea.
going
Yeah,
for.
that's good.
And there's
Yeah,
different types of gold too, like white gold.
I've
So
never
Oh,
seen
it's
you
gold.
as someone wearing actual chainmail. I've always
Right.
seen it as like an armor,
that yeah,
like
Same.
a piece
And honestly,
of armor.
I feel like it could just be like special elven gold because like that's their whole thing. Like maybe they have extra strong gold.
true.
Or, yeah, I definitely like. It's like gold colored gold, and yeah, like sun symbols
I have
on
no
it.
idea like I can't even picture Aurelia wearing chainmail.
I know. I'm like, I technically am supposed to have like chainmail on, but I just imagine her in like plate mail type.
Again,
Yeah,
I could see it as underneath. Like, you know how you have like a slip dress under like the real
Mhm.
dress kind of vibes and like fancy, you know, whatever. I imagine it'd be like that. Like it'd be some sort of chainmail thing under and then plating over it type thing.
Mhm.
Is if there were chainmail at all.
I can see that too.
well, yeah, like the how you're supposed to wear armor.
Yes. In layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. I'm so smart.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's pretty interesting. Um, some good information, some stuff maybe some people didn't consider, especially Bubo's arms.
And then do the rest of you guys have armor? Because like I don't have anything because I have my barbarian or whatever
You're
plus
in plate
10.
mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also see Lothian plated out just in
Yeah.
like dull ass
silver plated
Or
armor.
steel.
Like I imagine like I kind of do that with some fake gold accents because I'm not a sun elf, but I put my own painted gold on it.
Do you think
Because-
it's like white gold or like the moon elves, or are they silver?
Oh, that's like Elio's thing. Like I can't like get on that territory. Like that's my bro now. Like
I like that relationship.
it's like a
You were
reluctant
you are his
rivalry.
squire. It
Yeah.
could be like a thing for his people.
Yeah, if he
But like
honors
you're
me
not
with
like his
it.
squire anymore. Now you're head captain of, the princess's guard.
Which I feel like comes with some gold accents for sure.
Yeah.
You
Well,
gotta
he's got his
coordinate.
own symbol that he has recently put on that nobody's acknowledged yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, what exactly does that look like?
It's just like a sun, and then I just kind of have the moon drawn in it, like it's two halves of the same face.
Like the crescent inside it,
Yeah.
sorta?
Yeah, nothing like super unique or anything. Just something that would be kind of like, hey, I want to try to marry this together.
What interesting
Don't get
choice
out
of
my
words.
Huh?
Want to elaborate on why you chose that specific language for any particular reason?
Yeah,
Or is
I
it just
even tried to have the little angry dwarf with the fairy bring it up to like let the group know
Mhm.
that it does exist, and like
Yeah.
he added it to his attire. Like,
Well, it has to do
Well,
with what I learned with Myrdrin and how it all kind of came together. And it's of lore, like Aurelia knows some of the stuff, and he went more in depth with me. And it's
because you're
about
special.
trying to bring everything together. No, I'm not special at all. Aurelia's special, Bubo's special, and we don't know anything about Charlie, and I don't know enough about Aggie because she won't open up. I am just
Aggie doesn't know anything about Aggie to open up, to be fair.
I just protect. I'm a protector. That's it.
Yeah, but like at the end of this, you're gonna find out you're like the descendant of like the founder of Marej, like something like that. Like,
Stupid.
I am gonna become the God Tree.
see exactly.
Ooh.
Obviously, we all need one in our lives. We need some like hardwood to protect us,
Oh
But-
my god.
They're
The bow situation.
I did try to avoid making all of you guys like the special ones of the world if I could, because like that would be a little too obvious and maybe boring even. But also like it might take away from the people who wrote their story to be special too. Like Bubo being the only one. I can't be like, okay, if you want to be the only now, well, guess what? There are actually 1,000 of you over here. Sorry, like.
Yeah, that's the twist.
I don't have to have started special. I just need to become a god. That's
I
the difference.
like that
I
there's
think all
more
of us-
elves.
Well, all of us in our own way are obviously very special because we're all telling a story from a very special perspective. So it's just only natural for us to have something special about us. That's normal.
We're basically gods. Right
Eddie
now.
does not look like he agrees with these words.
No, I mean, I think you guys are all going to be special in the history books for whatever year we do and the later campaigns. But as far as like in the world now, like some of you have history, like obviously Aurelia being, the reign of the Alarlands, and they've been around since the beginning of the elves. Like Bubo having potential family, or well, not family, but existing people, and she is not the only one. Is a thing like. So like you guys are all like some of you have history things that are special. All of you will be special with the things that you've achieved up at this until this point. Like everything you guys have done so far will at least tell the story of Fort Runoff.
Oh yeah.
Like so.
I think I just decided in this moment where Bubo's gonna end up, how she's gonna end up. We'll see if that continues as things go. Things may change, but it's gonna be really good.
I love when you have that
All
moment
right.
where you're like, I can see this being a certain ending to my character, and that's really interesting.
Yep.
Look at that. We drop bombshells on Crewcast number 2. Like, tune in every week.
Stay tuned to find out if it happens. You're gonna have to let us know now, like when all this wraps up, if Bubo went that way that you thought she was going to.
I will definitely have to follow back to this and be like, yep.
Write a little note of what you think's gonna happen, and then see if it turns out.
Eddie's got like a script 2 episodes from now. It's like the death of Bubo, and he's like,
Honestly, I sometimes worry if I'm not too attached to these characters at this point.
That's not possible.
Yeah.
I feel like we should all be attached to these characters at this point.
Yeah, when something dramatic does happen or something traumatic, it'll be very impactful at this point for sure.
It'll suck because like we've put so much time and lots of time into these.
Yeah, and that is honestly one of my fears. Is like, can I kill you?
I just
Like, I
hope
know
if
I could, but like, can I? You know what I mean? Like,
I just hope if I die, it's either doing something to like, like protect something, or just me doing something really stupid that just ends up in my death. Like something really Aggie that just feels like, yeah, of course, yeah.
are you writing it down?
Yeah, I just wrote it on the back of this. And I literally today just got a whiteboard, so I'm gonna pin it to this. I'm gonna fold it and I'm gonna pin it.
You can see like the indentations. I'm gonna like feed this through AI.
I'm trying to get a different angle on it.
To be able to do that and post it in the comments for proof.
I will.
My favorite part is John can also just go upstairs and read it.
Yeah, for real.
Not if he knows what's good for him. Well, I mean, he's married to me, so like legally, he can't really testify against me and all that.
I'm gonna write
Because
down
that's what we were
in the
worried
chat.
about.
I'm gonna put my prediction in the chat now.
Ooh.
Wow.
Are any of you guys interested at this point in going to the land of giants yourselves?
Absolutely. Like, no question.
Like I
Like
said,
just
Aurelia
packing up and
won't.
like heading for it?
Like that's a whole DLC for these people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it really is. Like that's where I feel like we are like around right now is like working on our main quest, but like there's so much extra stuff that these characters can go and be doing. Like this
Well,
is such a huge immersive world that we're
Mhm.
building. It's just so super cool.
It's so fun.
and that's the thing. Do I want to go to the Land of Giants? Yeah. Do I think if this group maybe should be going to the Land of Giants? Not necessarily. But that's why we've talked about other like spin-off things too of different characters and us playing out
Mhm.
these side things as other people.
Yeah.
Um, so we started this campaign the first week of August.
Oh.
Almost an
I was
anniversary.
gonna say it's almost a year, right?
Yeah, we have been these people for 11 months now.
That's crazy.
That's intense.
I thought Shroud was a long campaign.
Mhm.
Wow.
Not in a bad way. Just like wow, we actually made it to like 20 weeks.
Yeah.
Witchlight and Strahd were very long.
How do you guys feel about these characters? Like their growth and the direction that you had in mind, like Bubo just said, she finalized where she might try and get her character to go. What was your idea in game one compared to what's going on now?
Mm-mm. Aurelia is so different. My expectations for Aurelia like changed in the first few things we did, I think. I don't know
What
when
was
it
it really
happened.
supposed to be?
She's supposed to be a very frivolous, like roguish type, like super gambler. Like Lafayette was gonna have a really hard time, and I became so responsible so like quickly,
You can't
but
help it.
naturally because if not, we might be dead.
Checks out. Did anybody else's character change like since day one? Like
Ye-
quickly?
Not quickly. I would say over time, I've been doing things that I don't know if anybody's really catching on yet.
What?
Like your anger issues, that kind of things.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that.
Yeah,
I think we should
for-
bond
And
over
I'm
that,
not. I'm
Lafayette.
not even talking about the overstabbing in combat, but even
See,
my demeanor and how I act now has changed.
yeah, there's always this game within the game.
Oh, you
that
have a new
some of you guys
confidence.
play.
Mm-hmm.
In the last like I don't know how many sessions, but Lafayette has this like new confidence they didn't used to have. I think before we went to Crusty. I can
But-
say that. I don't know if that's what you're referring to or other stuff, but I've definitely noticed that.
Yeah, yeah. Some of you guys are really good at having stuff for your character that is like developing that I never catch. Like Calliope framing that whole fucking story, like didn't see it coming, and Ramon was onto her from the jump.
Wouldn't answer a single question when I had her kind of
Always
like,
reversed everything. Fucking knew it, but I had no idea. Like,
I'm with you.
Very
so
amazing.
so yeah, that stuff's interesting, and I love when it comes out and like I get to see it. But what about you, Charlie? How about what did you have in mind, or is everything going according to plan?
It's going exactly how I planned so far. Well, like,
Thought
I didn't
so.
put a ton of like end goals in place, but I definitely had like a path. And I
Did
think I'm
you?
on it.
It's
What was
so
that?
Did you
Sorry.
know
chaotic.
anything you were doing? That's like so not your MO, right?
Well, again, I had more like thought on what I do with the character before I did it in this case. But yeah, still no like end games.
I
Didn't
think
you
are you
pick didn't you pick Dragonborn the day of?
But yeah, the race wasn't so important. Um, I mean, the character is more important than the race, the class, any of it. It was called kind of just like what looks fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everywhere we go, Charlie leaves a little bit of like a footprint of like ideas or suggestions or just something a little
Changes.
interesting behind that always seems to have an effect.
Yeah, that's what I'm going
Uh,
for.
and Bubo, what about your ideas of the beginning to now?
I feel like this was one where because I knew it was going to be something that was it was going to be a long campaign because we're just kind of like throwing ourselves into this world. It wasn't like we're doing a certain module or anything. I don't think I really had the whole story mapped out too much, so I kind of went into this one a little bit different where it's like, okay, I have like a strong foundation of like where I want her to kind of come from, are what some story arcs I have for her, but I'm really open to see what that naturally progresses to, in the story instead of trying to drive it a certain way. So like even if I do end up going with what I just picked right now, I think it's just like it just makes sense and it's just like very fitting with everything. So this is a character I've like really grown to really appreciate and enjoy playing a lot. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But it's so far so good. Like not too surprised with where she's going, but it's pretty good.
And
I
how
love
about
Bubo.
Aggie? It's been like 20 sessions now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
How you
Um,
feeling about your first campaign, the direction?
good. I mean, I don't really have a reference to compare it to, I suppose. But I mean, Aggie for the most part is. I mean, there's definitely been things that I didn't expect would come up and personality things, but for the most part, she's the general energy and vibe that I planned for. I have no idea where she's headed. Like, I mean, I have some concepts of things that she could end up doing, but I don't really think she or I have any concept as to where or what to do yet. Although I do want to get another wooden creature from the dragon guy. I want to get a little bird and like clip him to my
Oh,
branch on my shoulder.
oh, cute.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I guess gonna be my legacy actually.
Um, what about an interest in playing another character or not? Like,
I mean, yes, I have interest in playing other characters if that's what you're asking.
yeah, like
Like I already have mine picked out for like a future campaign we might do of somebody's. Like I already have that one all ready to go.
is that the only one that you've thought of so far, or do you have like
Oh, like
just
have I
brand new
considered? No.
ideas?
I have little pieces of ideas. Like I have like some that's a backstory. I have a couple races I want to play. I have a couple different classes I want to play. I don't think I'm ready to get into two of like the spell heavy classes, which limits it a little bit. As interesting as they are, I think I'd get very overwhelmed, and I'm not quite there yet. So I think Bard is the next one I'm most excited to play of that for sure.
It's a good class.
Almost everybody has played a bard.
Almost. Somebody's missing. Somebody.
He was almost a bard, but he was a ranger instead.
That's
Yeah,
amazing
I
too.
lost all my talents, you know.
So Eddie, it's been like 40 weeks, let's just say 40 since you've played. Do you miss being a player again?
I would like to be a player just because I want to see, especially the character for Roxy's campaign. I want to see how they flesh out, and I would like to experience just using different classes and stuff, so I know how they work a little better and like learn more spells and stuff. But I have too many ideas to want to be on that side for too long, I think. But I also have a lot of character ideas, so like let's keep it going.
Yeah, I don't see myself going as long as this is. Like, but I don't think you saw yourself going this long either. But
No, this was not supposed to do that.
so
But I mean, with the way things have worked out with the group and stuff, I mean, this is where we are, and I'm happy to do it, and I'm enjoying it. Like, so I'm not mad at it. As long as you, once again, like, as long as you characters, you guys like the campaign, I'm good to go. And if you don't, we can switch at any time. Like,
I love that that's an
Well, then,
option for us though too.
and then Roxy, you said kind of like yours, it wouldn't be as long because yours is like, from the way you were saying, kind of more like Curse of Strahd, how it's a little bit more like a singular thing that you're working towards. So
Yeah.
the thing about Eddie's that goes so long is because it's so open ended.
Mm-hmm.
He's writing as he's going. I'll have my general idea of what it's going to be start to finish when we go.
well,
You'll like make your own module.
Mm-hmm.
I've technically wrote out like stopping points. We've just not needed them or not even reached them yet. Like,
Yeah, that
because
work you
there's a
did
lot
on
of things
Nocaine
that
was great.
there's a lot of things that you guys just haven't reached or anything yet. So
That's true.
How many like how many sessions or places do you have mapped out normally? Because like it is so open for us, and I know like even though I think we're pretty much going to take some of the obvious stuff because there's a lot of urgency usually. Like, do you have like 5 different places like right now ready?
um, just tell me where you're going and we'll go, man.
Well, it's like okay, I guess my question is, how do you prepare? Okay, like you don't know where we're going. Do you have a couple combat things ready to go, or are you making those up on the fly too?
Well, that's where the worldly roles have helped me because we do have those, and I map all that stuff out, depending on areas and stuff. So I go all out of randomness. Depending on what you guys roll up is what we're gonna run into, and then I also know that you guys are going to get stuck in many places just talking.
Oops.
It's never happened.
Yeah, I feel like the world is big enough that if we pick to go somewhere one day, we'll have like a day of travel probably, and before we get to the place, and that's usually not the same in a bad way, but the same in the sense that you have like a week probably to prepare for where we decided.
But like, I have the world laid out enough to where wherever you go, I'm ready.
That's awesome.
And
Sounds
like,
good. For
as
sure.
far as like a daily session, I have plans. But if you guys don't go that way, then daily rolls are a big help because those are already planned out, but they're just random. Whatever you guys get, you get. Like,
I think that's
And
such
you
a
have that planned out, like you have a table you built.
yeah, I have one through whatever however, and all of them equal different
Okay.
encounters or worldly events.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I know early on we hit snakes quite a bit. That must have been a specific role.
Yeah, and I changed it, and you kept getting it.
Well, I think
There's
odds would say you
them and
shouldn't change it.
dinosaurs.
Maybe
There was
maybe
nothing I could do to get you guys away from snakes and
no.
dinosaurs.
That's where our T-Rex joking comes in because we kept just rolling the same thing and we're like, we're just gonna run into a T-Rex over and over again.
And like at a certain point, I can't take them off the table because now they've come so abundant. If you don't run into them, it's gonna be fucking weird.
It's like, where are the dinosaurs?
Yeah, fucking extinct.
Honestly, I think since I've joined, we've run into like snakes once, and then not really T-Rexes. The other one, the Tyrannosaurus, we ran across a couple times, and then maybe one T-Rex.
The T Rex almost ate you guys in the back of the cart, but he had that pocket sand.
We've snuck past one before too. I think right
You've
out
ran
the
into the
gate
T Rex
almost.
like 6 times.
Yeah.
I don't know who all was there for it, but
We're
you guys
always
have rolled that a
sneaking.
lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaking away from it. I
And
feel like
that's
that's
why
gonna be
I
like a
put it.
secret boss later.
Well, that's why I put it in the one shot. Is because you guys kept fucking running into it with your other characters. I was like, let's show them what a T-Rex can do. Like,
Which is
Makes sense.
fun.
It's gonna just be a friendly NPC like the whole time. Like you could just talk to them. Like, oh yeah, this is where you gotta go. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, you protect demonic forces. It's a living.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I got worldly stuff that's happening, like a lot of different roles. I like the randomness and like how having you guys roll and choose, you know, that way what's gonna happen. It kind of makes it more fun and more like, oh hey, here's this thing now, and you guys all freak out and come up with the craziest shit I've ever heard, uh, to figure out how to deal with it. So like
That's
it's
accurate.
it's exciting to me to do it that way because like if I don't know exactly what's going to show up, then I can't imagine how you're going to deal with it, and like I I'm going to get blown away anyway. So like I might as well just not have everything completely laid out and just like let it happen.
Are you
Like
saying you didn't?
obviously the troll encounter with where you guys are right now going into the
Right.
cave, like I knew the trolls were there. I didn't know how many. We rolled for that. Um, but we hadn't seen trolls yet. Trolls are, pretty normal D&D encounter. So I
Hmm.
wanted to throw them out there. Um, but like, so some things are very, very planned. Other things are just, let's figure it out.
I really appreciate that style of play. It feels like very efficient and just like fun to me. Like, do you feel like the way you're doing this now versus like when you ran something longer like Curse of Strahd, in just like every week and preparing for each session as a DM, do you find that you like this process a little bit better, or is it really that different for you, with like these kind of models you've made?
Hmm.
Um, I think Strahd is very open world already, so it kind of prepared me for this.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of randomness and you guys can go many different places. Uh Phandalin having only so many locations. When I ran that one and being the first time, if you guys didn't go with the script, we wouldn't have had a game.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we
I
knew how
think
to get out of the script then either, so it was pretty safe.
We were pretty
well,
collaborative for sure.
even now you guys pick up the breadcrumbs, which I'm very appreciative of, because like you could just go anywhere,
Hmm.
and I've always allowed that to be a thing, but like at the same time I'm throwing out all the bait I got because please don't. But I want more random fun craziness, like that's as much as I want to see the serious and the emotional encounters, because I think we're reaching that point as a group too, to
Hmm.
where like we can play into that a little bit better. um I'm still here for just chaos.
I didn't expect to play capture the boars at the start of last
It
campaign,
was
so or last
cool.
session.
I loved that. That was so fun to watch.
Hmm.
I had a great time. Caught a lot of boars. Kind of started to think my 4 was weighted, and then of course the time that it mattered, I got a 4 when I really didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't know, that was just a thing.
It was a really
You
fun
gotta
encounter.
you gotta write like a D&D book about like improv, like how you run it, and just call it like we'll call it in the ring, kid. Like that's what you call it.
That's so amazing.
We'll call it the
Honestly,
dungeon.
yeah, honestly, wrestling is what set me up for being able to handle all this shit. Because if I had to do this before I knew anything about improv, like I would have been in trouble.
I'm learning
Yeah,
improv in
like
D&D, so it has been an experience.
so this was your first exposure to improv?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
fascinating.
really?
Yes.
I mean, I guess
Wow.
that makes sense though. Like,
I've
but
only
like,
done
I don't know. I feel
scripted
like we need to do
speeches.
more like skits and stuff together.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yes. Okay, so real quick though, because I am curious, and I think that for the like 50 people that watch us, they might be curious about our background a little bit. So a little inside tip, because again, we did roll a 17, so we gotta make this episode really worth
I got
it.
a one, excuse you.
Hey,
there was
but
a
I
six
brought
in
the
there.
17, so I'm bringing the good ideas. So okay, so real quick though, just to go around, I'm curious too, like just briefly, what is your history like with improv or D&D before you came to the table? For me, real quick, um, I've been interested in D&D for a long time, other than seeing stuff in like pop culture. I didn't really know much about it. Um, Eddie made a post one day, like, who wants to play? I didn't even write words. I just put a little hand emoji, like, me, I'll play, you know. And that's really like my introduction to D&D. But previously to that, I do have history of being an actress and a model, and in, the performance arts world, I've done like a lot of improv, lots of theater. So I had a lot of experience with that. I've even taught, uh, as psychodrama groups, as a therapist, where I'm using improv to help people explore and express their emotions. So I'm very like into all of that stuff in every facet of my world. So then like D&D, it's like, oh, it's improv too. Like I love to get into the role play of it. So that's my history. So Eddie, like you were saying, wrestling, what other things you want to say about that?
It sounds to me like you just want to do an improv show.
Do you want to do an improv show as our characters?
We
Or
can
we just
rent
yes
out the
man?
bar theater and just do a live show and see what happens, you know?
I was
Wow.
thinking in your basement and we maybe film it.
No.
I think about this at least once a week.
I think
See
are
what the
we the
rustics
two?
got going on. They got a stage, see if they want to improv night.
Comment below if you'd go.
Are
I
we
don't
the two
know if
without
any of our
improv
viewers are actually
experience?
from around here.
Huh?
I'm not commenting below. I make no promises to it.
Uh, I would appreciate that.
But yeah, no, I mean just pro wrestling. I found D&D through it was Critical Role that I started listening to, and then just like other live plays, and I was like I want to play this fucking game, and I've heard people talk about it, and that's all anybody ever did was talk about it. So yeah, I just made a random post, and Michelle, Roxy, and Kenny, who doesn't join us anymore, uh
Honorable mention.
all replied, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna send out messages because like I actually want to do this. Like this is real. This isn't like, oh hey, ha ha ha, yeah, let's do it, because that's all it ever was. So I was actually really thankful that you guys were like, yeah, let's meet up, and then Michelle's like, we got a house, just come here.
We got a house.
Like,
The
In
rest
this
is history.
economy?
So Roxy,
John,
Yeah.
or
Uh,
I don't know, whoever.
I don't know. I'll go. Yeah, obviously the pro wrestling. Eddie and I went through the same circles, so just hitting up all that. Though I think it's interesting. Like that's like where our main source of improv is. But I spent like 5 years being a heel, and you spent most of the time probably being a face,
I
right?
did a lot of heel
Well, I know you
in
did like
other
a lot, but
places.
like, I feel like you did a lot more face though.
It just worked out that way.
Yeah. So it's like, I wonder if our campaigns are reflective of that. Like, I don't know, mine was like dark as shit with like this plot line, and you got all this hope and like savior stuff going.
Uh, I mean, that's kind of just how I write, I think.
Sure.
I,
But I
you guys
wonder
are
if like
supposed to be
that rubbed off.
heroes. I don't know. I guess I never thought about that.
It's a whole discussion, I think.
In a nutshell.
Well, I'm not good at dark, and you guys are all horror fans, so that
Exactly, that's true.
immediately made me run away from trying to do any of that because I can't do it well. Like Eric's campaign was scary as shit. Like that
And you
was
only
gonna
got
be fun.
two of them. You only
Yeah.
got two of them.
And apparently, I was gonna be the bad guy. Like, who would have guessed?
Oh no, no! You and Michelle's characters were just making bad problems really early. I was like,
He was like, oh no.
I was like, I'm gonna have to kill Michelle, and Eddie's gonna destroy everybody on accident. Like that was the campaign we were playing.
But
Trying to play just like a crazy character. I feel like that character was just not the right character for that campaign.
No, it was perfectly fine, but I was like, I'm gonna have to have real consequences, but like it's
You just wouldn't have
It's
lived
hard.
long, but you would have been memorable.
Yeah.
but yeah, so that kind of influenced why I don't try and do evil stuff also, because like you guys are all better at that. I'll let you guys have that. Just please be heroes.
I think we're doing pretty good at that.
No, it's funny though. Like, yeah, Michelle. I obviously got into it because Michelle saw your post, but it was funny because it was like 3 years in a row we'd like hit up like a Target or like a comic book store and see like D&D shit, and we're like, oh, that would be so fun if we could do that. We just know nobody who would do that with us, so that sucks. And then she's like, hey, Eddie's like looking for people to play D&D. Do you want to play D&D? I'm like, I don't know. Like the thought of like, oh shit, I actually have to learn it, but no, I'm like, yeah, no, let's do it. And yeah, it's been great for like 2.5 years.
You even ran a campaign, like
I know, that was crazy. That doesn't even feel real at this point. That was like quick.
I was impressed.
that was the second campaign, right? Because you did the third, Roxy.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, and then we got into the long one, and then your long.
Yeah, then you did 4. I
Then
did
John
5.
skipped a turn for Eric, and
Skipped.
now we're here for a year.
But yeah, I have no
So
improv
cool.
or acting or anything. Like I did speech and different like vocal type things, but I've never done anything that wasn't scripted for me. So like I wasn't really sure what improv was. I played D&D before though. I had played twice before, but they weren't 5e. So like it was still new to me, but I kind of understood what we were sitting down to do and that we needed to make a character sheet and some of the lore, so that was helpful. I answered the post, and Eric was like, ugh, you're such a nerd.
100%. It's like, oh yeah, okay, nerd, goodbye.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were trying or are trying voice acting stuff?
Yeah, I have to like get a full setup, which is hard in our house because it echoes a lot. But yeah, I'm into voice work still. Like I've done a lot of speech stuff.
See, that's something I'm really interested in, and I think my DM style needs more noises.
Noises.
Yeah, like monster noises
Oh,
and stuff,
yeah.
or voices. Like, I think I need to get better at including that. Like, if you guys want to ask for noises and stuff, like that would be a help.
Should we just shout on noise and then you try to make
Like,
it?
Noise, please.
what does that thing sound like?
Oh my god, that's great.
Can I
But no,
take a sound effect?
the voice acting stuff I think is pretty cool. I think we'll just have to take over John's studio. You can show me some stuff.
Yeah, be easy.
Yeah, obviously. There you go.
So you.
Oh, I was a musician and three-dimensional.
That's super improv.
Three-dimensional design. I backyard wrestled Eddie once.
Yeah,
When we were kids.
that's the reality.
Is that on the resume officially?
Yeah, I'm keeping it. Yeah.
You got a win over him?
Oh
Or did
no
you-
no no! I did a a flying head scissors, and it was really fun. And then he reversed it another time and dropped me on my face, and it hurt really bad.
So he learned from the first mistake and
Oh, yeah.
countered it.
Yeah, it was pretty
That's some
funny.
fucking fight forever chemistry right there.
And then my job is very improv. Like, you have to be pretty quick-witted and fast talking to do it. So I've always been kind of quick, just gift a gab. So, and I'm like really socially, I don't know, I don't like people that much. So the fact that I even have the gift is weird to me. Like, I'm a musician and I have horrible stage fright. Horrible. Like,
That's what
you'll-
happened with
you'll
your
see
campaign.
a
A lot too.
you'll
You were like,
you'll
nah.
see my leg like visibly shake and shit, like on stage. It's
It's-
pretty
it-
funny.
It's hard to hear all that, and like, no disrespect to obviously everyone else, but like, you are one of the better character players of our group.
Aw,
Like,
Thank you.
Your movements and everything. I feel like you and Michelle have the best. Like, you move like your character when you're your character.
and that just comes from just wanting to, I don't know, just mimic and mock things all the time. Like, always trying to do
I don't know,
voices.
man. I
both
think you got
bullies,
the
that's
acting
why.
chops,
We're
bro.
bullies. But yeah, like, it's just lucky. I came to D&D, and for me it ended up being a big mental health thing, which I really really needed, and it really aerated a lot of like my anger issues that I was having at the time. Just really just angry and down, and then this really lightened everything up.
Oh
So,
yeah, no, I feel the same way on
Thank
that,
you,
too.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Absolutely agree and
Mhm.
relate
Yes, it's been
100%
good.
to that. Like,
Absolutely.
I even told like John going into this, I told him, I'm like, I can't go into this the way I normally do, where like I master it in a night and now I know everything. Like, I have to just show up and figure it out. I can't put a lot of energy into this. Like, I'm pretty broken right now. And it's just been amazing how this has helped me survive the past 2 years. So I 100% really, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You're the last
Hard
one
to
down
follow up,
there.
huh, Lauren?
Yeah.
Oh, my turn. Hi, my name is Lauren. I've been struggling mentally my whole life, so
Second.
thank you for the support group. I really needed to join one. Anyways, I mean, yeah, I did like speech team and stuff in high school. I've been told my whole life I have a comeback for everything. It usually wasn't said in like a positive way, but it has been a part of my personality my whole life. Yeah, I mean, I feel like also pretty quick on my feet with that gift app stuff or whatever. I did speech team when I did it. My first event that I did was the improv event, and I did that for 2 years. And I really liked it. I like to write a lot. My writing style, apparently like John's, is quite dark. But that usually, when I sit down to write, it comes out quick. Like, I don't refine it. So when I'm in that headspace, I usually just vomit things out. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I've been around for like half a year now, like 9 months. I don't know.
Has it been?
I'm new.
Like,
Yeah, a very welcome addition.
Well, I think I met you guys on Halloween, like as a group.
yes. Oh my goodness.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's been so long.
It's been a long time.
Time has flew.
Oh, and I'd played D&D like a little bit before, like barely, but like a touch.
Yeah, same here. Like, just a couple times.
Yeah.
I almost played like once or twice, but like just never got there.
I didn't even open a page until the day we started. Like, I had the book when we decided we were gonna play. Didn't even open it.
Still didn't know, like, day of. Like, you guys are about to come over. I'm like setting up the table for the first time, and I'm like, John, are you gonna play or not? He's like, I don't know. If I
Well, and that's so different. Like, I come into this with like 5 people that like know what they're doing, and you guys all came to this fairly new, it seems, figuring out as you went.
Very
Mhm.
novice.
Yeah.
Or
Making
just figure it out.
making rulings that we weren't even sure of. We're like arguing at the table.
All the time.
Well, you
Coming up
still
with
do
our
that
own
now.
rules.
Doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Coming up with our own rules.
I'm sorry, I must have imagined it.
immediately.
You're right.
100%.
No, there's definitely a point we knew nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Eddie had the most because he was learning to teach us how to play.
Mhm.
I read the book.
Yeah. I was showing up going like, man, these effing nerds here, it's a bunch of nerds and jerk offs and
And you,
Like, kick
I
one of
feel
their
like a
asses.
little bit of you maybe still feels that way, like a tiny bit when you
Absolutely
show up. You just
not.
include
No.
yourself in the group.
Still feel that
No.
way. What do you mean?
I don't feel that way. I think everybody at the table is great. Like it just brings everybody brings their own dynamic and it's cool.
Mhm.
A good
I
synergy.
think it's pretty cool that we have become more friends outside of just D&D too.
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
I didn't honestly expect that. Like people have gotten
Me neither.
really close, so it's a lot of fun. D&D helps, and there's been like studies that show that like
Mhm.
this is like therapy and stuff. Like
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And again,
Oh.
with all the horror stories out there, and like maybe not
Oh
knowing
my
anything
God.
about D&D, I didn't even know there could be problems. So like I didn't even think like, what the fuck they doing?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know. Is that how it goes?
People are
Fucking-
I'm so
weird.
happy none of you guys are toxic or power gamers or any of that. Like Roxy is sometimes, like you gotta watch out for the min max.
Guys, give me a year.
little bit, but
Give me a year.
Oh my god. I cannot believe this just happened. And it's
I'm
recorded.
just kidding.
It's because you
fine.
picked a hexblade.
I do like to optimize, okay? Like that's not exactly min-maxing.
I like to optimize. I'm
Okay.
just kidding. You guys all get really lucky with your character roles too. Like there's not a lot
Yeah.
you can do about that. Like
Mhm.
We always get the important ones out. Like, we could suck the whole game, but it's like, oh, it's a death saving throw, nat 20. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Mhm.
that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Good
we
luck,
don't get to
Ramon.
death saving throws enough.
We can kill a hydra, we can't cross a river.
Yeah.
Yeah, the river got me down to like 30 something. The Hydra got me down to like 60 something.
Quicksand.
Yeah, it's
The
always so random.
environment is tougher than anything you've seen.
Mhm.
I don't even remember the quicksand. Like from my first few session, guys, I don't remember shit. I don't think I know anything that was going on. I was just like, who are these people? What am I doing?
That's me every week.
Every week, Aggie and Aurelia have their foreheads pressed against each other while they angrily stare and yell and just walk down the path. Just
Guys, I'm just telling you guys, there are some people that love a good bickering lesbian couple. We're not, but you don't have to be canon for the people to love them.
People
Like,
are gonna
let's
ship
be
it.
honest.
They're gonna ship it, and that's what matters.
There's nothing that's hotter than two women just yelling at each other, heads pressed against each other while they walk down. I don't know why I'm doing that with my fingers. Anyway,
I could tell you what's
That's
hotter.
not-
I can
that's
tell you
not
what's
women.
hotter.
That's-
Ramon and
that's
Fuchs.
the other way.
shut up. I know my pride, okay?
Ramon and Fuchs, yeah, that would be shippable also. I guarantee people have shipped them.
Are people shipping? Links in the comments.
Yes.
I honestly was about to make like a post today sharing our last one and saying that I wish we had fan art because like some of these scenes
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
need
Oh my
to be out there.
I
Look,
would
but
love
I-
a
If I
fan
get my
art.
friend to make any art, but I know I have a friend that I can get to make lesbian art any day. So
She has a very particular set of skills.
Why?
girl,
I will find you.
Eric will have a talk later. It's okay. It's
The recap's gonna be like they spent all this time talking about lesbians.
Oh no!
as we should.
Please, please
too.
send the AI to. Please
I
send the
forgot
AI
about the
to the chat.
recaps. We should.
We should do
read off of
videos where we
those.
read back the recaps.
Oh,
Wait,
Wait,
yeah.
but like
Yeah.
Do a
dramatically.
recap
We
video.
should do like dramatic readings of the recaps.
John, can you get the recap up now?
Yes.
I would totally do that.
Yes.
Can you share your screen?
No,
Uh,
don't do that.
but I can get the recap. Allbear.
John's the tech guy.
I can't do it on my phone because it's not cool enough.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Same.
Yeah, only some people can.
Wait, didn't we find out you have to have like the YouTube like
The app or whatever.
super?
The red.
All I know is
Premium.
my perks,
no,
but I
it's not
have
called
premium.
red anymore.
Premium, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Premium
an
is
old
one of those
lady.
few things I'll pay for.
I gotta get my Sims content without ads.
On our video for this conversation.
I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Hopefully, it's not too much text.
Oh, and we want to do the fuck cancer stream, right?
Oh yeah.
At some point, yes. We'll have to figure
Yeah, you
out
guys got that.
like,
Uh-oh.
can we do maybe like a one shot? Like
Maybe
fun?
something.
What chat is it in?
The Fort Rinhuff chat, the one where the video chat.
This is behind the scenes for everybody right now. Like, they know how we just
There's a
interact.
chat button and like top right corner.
Oh.
The video follows a group of adventurers as they journey to the Boar King in the Untamed Land. They are tasked with helping protect the boar herd, but face internal conflicts due to a previous separation. Aggie, who had gone off on her own,
I told you.
encounters the war pig, a small boar who claims to be the king's son, and leads her to the king. The boar king reveals that the invaders have taken over a site of great history, important to the boars, and requests the party's help to remove the threat. Some key events. Disunity and anger. The party's still upset about how they separated. Particularly Aggie towards Charlie and Boobo.
Those were not the two I was the most mad at.
Man,
Those
I got
were
off
the two I was the
scot-free.
least mad at.
Elves
She
win
loves
again.
the elves.
Yeah.
The elves win
That's how you know
again.
it's wrong.
The war pig helps Aggie navigate the desert to find the Boar King. The Boar King's plea. The Boar King explains the danger the invaders pose to his people and offers new rewards for help. The party begins to suspect the war pig's honesty and motivations. An elven goddess, Tavia, and they almost spelled it right,
Ooh.
appears, revealing the party's abilities are a gift and urging them to work together.
A lot of that's right.
I mean, yeah. Those
Besides
things are so weird.
Turns out
How
we're, like,
dare it
changed.
not include my amazing capture of 12 wars?
I agree, because that was
That's
fun.
genuinely rude.
That actually took a while too, because you kept
Mhm.
rolling ones. I was like, oh no, the other players are gonna get bored. Stop doing
Like,
this.
I was totally invested on how many she
100%.
can grab. Like, I was here
But that's
for
the
it.
thing that I struggle with too, is like I need to be able to read things a little bit better too, because it's like, am I taking too long or like? But yeah, no, you guys are also really good at just investing yourselves in other players.
Mhm.
Well, when I joined the group, Eddie got all in my head about it, about checking that stuff, and I got really self-conscious about it for like a while, and like I think I'm mostly over it.
Is this a drama cast today?
Throw in the shade, meet me in the confessional.
Well, she rolled the one.
Oh my god.
I'm living up to it. That's how good of a role player I am.
Boom, mic drop.
Did any of you guys realize that we were coming up on a year playing this one campaign?
Absolutely
No.
not.
I really, really didn't.
Feels like we just started.
Seriously.
To be fair, you're here more than you weren't. It's like Cleopatra and the pyramids. You're closer to the phone than you are the pyramids.
Oh god, that's so true.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I've never felt dumber in my life to a reference. Thank you very much for using that towards me. And I totally, actually, never mind. I get it. And I'm super history smart.
She's going through the phases
Super,
just now.
super history smart. That's That's a description.
Oh, do you mean like her existence was closer to the phone being invented than the pyramids being built?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, I got there. Suck it, one. And this is how Aggie and Lauren are a little bit the same person. It's my first character, guys.
I have a question. This one's for Lauren. I think like our first campaign, we kind of
Bear
had characters that were extensions of ourselves. Do you feel like Aggie's an extension of yourself?
Oh, I have so much abandonment issues, it's not even funny.
Okay, that answers that.
I also have a lot of issues with authority figures, and like I was treated special just because, you know, birth given right type shit. So no, me and Aggie are completely different. Because I do not like chickens like that. Like, I would not go get their eggs, they scare me. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
The big difference is chicken.
I also wouldn't fish. Fish gross me out alive or dead.
Nature in general grosses you out, so that's the difference.
Yeah, it really does. It's my OCD. I have a strong fear of nature.
If any of you chose to play another character or your character died, which race of the existing ones would you choose? Halfling most likely not an option.
Okay, so what is there?
Dwarves,
Dragonborn.
Goliaths, elves, Dragonborn.
I would
Tiefling.
be an elf
Well, yeah,
again,
tiefling.
or I would possibly be a Goliath.
I feel like I could be interested in trying a Dragonborn.
I want to be a dragonborn, but like that's the size of a dwarf, like the runt. I want to be like a short dragonborn.
I like the idea of us all possibly being elves in this campaign and seeing how all our duties are different. Like,
Oh.
we're not all trying to be like head guard or just like, you know, like how does this change between each person?
Do you mean like a side quest in like Crusty?
That'd be
Like we
interesting.
Like
all-
a week in Crusty?
Yeah. Like we're all just back and like, you know, Princess is off with the guards. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I
Like,
mean, there's scholars,
There's some modules.
advisors, there's musicians, and like artisans and stuff. I mean, there's plenty of different types of people there.
I want to be the
Alright.
interior decorator when the queen comes up to it and has been like, have you heard of themed rooms? We need to institute themed rooms. And then I have to put that into play.
Be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now I have to.
do that.
It's my bard.
Of like we were kind of joking, we're the guardians of Mirage, right? So like we come in and we do all this massive like chaos, but the workers that are around it, like yeah, there has to be one session where we're all just somebody, we're all a part of the group of people that are trying
You
to
guys
make
want to play the NPCs around the chaos?
Oh yeah, it'll be
Yes.
Game of
The one
Thronesy.
group
See an epic
is-
show like that where the main characters just keep walking through, but you're focused on the NPCs.
Yes, and then another one we're focused on just trying to make the baths work for you guys. Like we could take an NPC snapshot of like literally any chaos shit we do because we do a lot of it.
I've been mopping this room for hours and days, but every single time I show up, there's still tons of water inside of it.
Someone shows up and they can't get rid of all the bubbles in the bathhouse. They just keep becoming more and more bubbles.
Oh my god. The just constitution saving throws over and over.
Now I want to
Why
play
are
that
there so
interior
many
decorator, guys. Let's do it.
crackers?
I'm gonna theme all the rooms in the castle.
There's crackers and oil everywhere.
Everywhere.
It looks
That's
like
one of the room themes. Crackers and oil.
I want to see all the druids just wandering around, like talking, like, no, Bubo didn't really do that all in one shot. Like, you're a fucking liar, and it leads to chaos.
I could do it better
Like
than
the
her.
Bubo
Watch.
believers.
Just
And
screaming.
you like brawl in the forest over the ones that believe in Bubo and those that don't. The Bubo
Civil War.
believers.
Yeah, the Bubo Wars.
Breaking
Boobo
up
wars.
families.
Well, Boo will
That one
believe
guy in the mushroom talking about Charlie, like, well, this big ass dude came in here and
Oh yeah, the whole arena thing with Charlie just like going in. Like that's a whole thing of like, man, I saw this Dragonborn once. No, you didn't. You know, like
Yeah.
or what about the Hagglesworn refugees as they show up to Fort Runoff? Like, how did
Yeah.
Carver react and Bigham and what these refugees do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how much we like
Carver
your world.
extended his restaurant and made everyone angry.
And he's like, guys, we don't need to go back. It's fine.
We like this world so much. We want to be the NPCs in all these scenarios and re-experience it in a different way.
That because then they become real and like you know, Bubo could have some connection with an NPC character that somebody else is playing, and now we're getting like these cross adventures
And
happening.
he's like, stop.
Michelle's
Oh
gonna
my
have to
God.
run that campaign.
You're
'cause
running
you've
that
always wanted
campaign, Eddie.
you always wanted to run one, so you're gonna have to run the NPC part.
That could be a fun one shot if you wanted to plan it.
Oh my God, you're so right. Maybe that's something I try. I'm probably not going to be that great at it, and as soon as battle happens, I'm going to be like, I know you guys are playing, but can someone do the battle part for me?
Michelle, it's an NPC background. We don't have to have a battle. This could literally just be like
That's
an
true.
improv character show, essentially.
Oh my God. Okay,
It could be
so-
whatever you wanted to make it.
I love this idea. I love this
Like,
idea.
it could be like just we each pick someone in Cresty and like we play them right after we leave and start heading out. Like, we show up with the NPCs and like, what the fuck are they doing now?
Hey,
No fights have to happen.
I might pick. I might direct a filler episode. Okay, like I might. It's a strong.
We need a
possibility.
beach party episode. Let's do it.
Everything is better with one musical episode, by the way. So
I am not singing. You can't
can-
pay me enough money.
Do you
We
play
can
an instrument?
surprise the group, Michelle. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll just be like, "Oh, and today you guys are at the beach. We're gonna do something different."
Might be able to play hot cross buns on a recorder in order to contribute, if that's helpful.
Well, here's what I want to know. Currently, right now, what is like an NPC that possibly stands out to you? And then
The interior decorator at the castle.
Okay. Any other moment in the campaign so far?
Booba Wars.
Well, I mean, there's the servant who had to run up the stairs.
Yeah! One that Aurelia sent after you, and then she just yelled, like, what? After we left, what did that guy have to say to people?
That's
Aurelia,
right.
you should play them and talk so mean about you.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I could though.
And then
Okay,
you got
Any
the
other
people at the training academy.
like the other
Yes, the other teams too.
that would
Guys,
be
I could do a training academy session. I never did that.
true. That's looking good.
Yeah, what would the
You-
last
you-
place
you-
team? What kind of jobs would they end up with?
The last place
You
team
have
is really good.
the dwarves who bathed Charlie.
No, why?
That's right.
Oh, they're the
The
people that got
wine.
petrified when you guys met me. We don't know what happened to them.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's too.
And I've been super worried about it. This is one of those character things you might not have picked up on, but I've been like really worried about it.
Okay. Any other campaign?
The old storyteller from the bar who told you about the lost egg of Noken and the locations. That was a lake, so don't go there.
Actually, most of Nocaine, the Civil War that almost broke out, and the arena battle. There was a lot going on there.
We could play as a group of charlatans and be my family.
Yeah,
Go scam some people.
That's an idea.
I'm up for some
Or
flim
Gwen's
flamming.
family.
They're dead. I'll play
Like
that right now when I go to bed tonight. They're dead. They're gone.
prequel where it honestly doesn't matter what you guys do because I'm gonna kill you all anyway.
Anyways.
Like that would be fun, right?
You end at the Hydra.
Kind of.
Yes. You're in town when it happens.
Fade to black.
Yep.
Wake up
Like,
from the dream.
have fun.
But yeah,
Sorry.
Mirage has grown a lot. Like we have, as much as we shrunk it for travel purposes, there are a lot of locations, and then like a lot of cool things that are like Charlie's prison now exists, or John's prison, Charlie's prison. Night
My
Vale
dad's there.
exists. Like so, there's a giant prison in the land now. Like I didn't really have anything for that, so like that was cool to add. And then making it a big world, like there's so many options and things that we can do with this whole thing, jumping forward in time to see, maybe what happened with everybody.
I think that's
And
cool
depending on
too.
how your story plays out, you guys might have to make some shit up because like we
I
Mhm.
didn't
think
play it.
I think if this does at some point come to like an end, like a finale, jumping ahead would be a fun way to kind of
Absolutely.
seal it up again, give some roles as to like how much liberties we have or how well it's turned out, and
Yeah,
see where
it's
we are
good.
from there.
I would love to play characters in future Mirage after it's been changed, like generationally and stuff.
No, we definitely have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like that has to be one like my next one probably.
I mean, Mirage is going to be around for a while, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. You know how like gods have like a thing they stand for, like war, love, beauty? What do you think is your character's like thing or things that is like the most like important to them or they stand by? Or like that you think is like their legacy in a way so far?
Huh.
Because like I'm really fast. It's really important to me.
Pride.
And then I also care about like equality and justice and that kind of stuff.
I mean,
I
Aurelia's
care
like
about
mostly
honesty,
pride.
um, you know, learning. I like learning. I like helping.
So candor and education.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Pride, family, legacy.
Freedom and
Yeah, I'm just
redemption.
fucking. I'm just setting up franchises. Like, there's
There's
some
I
pride.
feel
pride
like
there, I guess.
Charlie is low key. Like
Charlie's gonna
his
be like the first billionaire of Merez, and he's not even gonna be toxic about it. And he's not even gonna realize that he is a billionaire because he's gonna
Yeah.
ask for it in crackers.
You're getting close to my motivation here.
Amazing.
I already know what your inspiration is, John. I don't even have to ask you. I already know.
I want to know what you want to know. You tell me later, just in case.
Okay.
well, now hold on. I have no idea. See, that's where like the whole thing with
Hmm.
Eric, or like if you guys have in character things that you're doing, some things you may need to let me know because like
You should.
I don't know shit. I don't catch nothing. Whatever you guys are over there like scheming or planning, I'll fall right for it.
Sometimes that's the point, though.
So like, well, yeah, I understand that, but like, if there's things that I maybe need to know to where I don't ruin those schemes.
Yes, as a DM, absolutely same. Because like I don't want to ruin your plans on accident, or I don't want to like make your plans impossible, or like I'd like to help you get to your plans.
Yeah, so like, I love being surprised, but also if I don't want to fuck your surprise.
Exactly. Exactly.
I find that impressive. I'm not good in subtle, and I think honestly that is just like a me thing that I'll never be able to have a subtle character because I don't understand it. So like right now, I'm still like mad at you guys, but it's just kind of like kind of am in some moments, kind of am and not because I don't know how to play only like. So I either seem fine or like I'm pushing it down.
I feel like very opposite to that because I feel like the way I role play is very kind of subtle. So what I really enjoy is when there's just silence because I think a lot can be said through silence. So I like when there's space and it's like subtle eye movements or head twitches and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like I like that body language thing to it. So that's the thing for me is I do kind of like just that space. And that's where I get kind of I think caught up and lost in it at times because everybody's so excited and like it goes by very fast and it's like, "Oh, I was going to say this, but this person's doing this now and then this is happening." And it's like, "Okay."
I can see that. I also like subtlety, and even if you're not like into being with movements with your character, you can always say what you're doing. Like if you're like tapping someone on the shoulder or like getting closer to them and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't have to act it out like if you don't feel comfortable like
Yeah.
but
I like to.
Yeah,
yeah.
you can too. Saying
Yeah.
if we say it more, it helps too, even if you're not comfortable doing it.
That's true.
But
So,
Or even a little bit of both. If like sometimes it
Mhm.
might be something someone might miss or pick up on that you want to make sure people notice. Or if it's something that you don't want people to notice, then obviously you wouldn't. But
Well, I feel like Lothian, well, Eric does a good job when he's doing Lothian, where he's like saying and doing the role playing like in character, and then actually doing like the narration afterwards, and and I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. Like I
Mhm.
think he is like a very good example of how to do that in like a proper way.
Yeah.
especially because we're mostly video. Like any of the recordings are mostly like you might do a movement, but like it's not gonna be able to be seen
Yeah, it's not our
Yeah, like
face.
on the
Eric's supposed
camera.
to do video or radio.
well, I think that was a pretty
Oh
crazy
yeah.
but valuable discussion. Um Probably a pretty good time to call it a day. I don't really know the time. I think Eric's
I think
probably
it's
a
been
little
like
bit
an hour and a
ahead.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh but I think that was another pretty good one.
17
And
words.
we'll probably have
Was it a
no
It's a
direction
1-6 or a
again
17.
for the next
17?
one, but
I'd say that was a
Read in the
17.
comments.
Perfect.
it was definitely a 17. We did good. We did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Was it 2?
so thanks again for everyone joining in and check out the actual plays.